As we fight and as we struggle, South Africa, you have to make sure that you keep abreast of the information, not only going on in your country, but around the world. If you're not reading an international newspaper every week, you're behind. If you're not reading a South African newspaper every other day, you are behind. Things are always changing, and you have to be on top of the most recent transformations. You must be intelligent. You must be knowledgeable. You must engage in critical analysis on a regular basis. And if you don't currently have a study group, most of you here are for the return of the land and the resources in South Africa. But some of you are not here for the people. You are here for your ego. You are here to see what you can get out the movement. You are here to see what you can siphon off of the struggle. Let us be honest. When we study the black freedom struggle in Africa, in America, the Caribbean, all throughout the world, we have to make sure we understand that there has always been a selfish impetus buried deep within the liberation struggle that has often undermined it and sabotaged it. You, brothers and sisters, have to declare war on the Boer that lives inside of you. Every South African has a white man inside of them. Every American African has a white man inside of them. Every Jamaican African, Haitian African, Brazilian African, Canadian African, because the whole African world has been victimized by white supremacy. So all of us on some level still has a cracker inside your consciousness. The question is, do you recognize it? The question is, do you control it? The question is, do you study yourself deep enough and long enough to recognize your political inconsistencies so you can control them and prevent them from sabotaging your movement? Malcolm X was murdered for ego. Thomas Sankara was murdered for ego. Samora Machel, Eduardo Mondlane were murdered for ego. Walter Rodney in Guyana was murdered for ego. There's even a strong chance Chris Hani was murdered for ego. If somebody does something better than you do, are you man or woman enough? Are you humble enough? Are you graceful enough to say, you know what? You do that better than me. And for the sake of the people, I want you to be in charge. The problem with us as African people, we so used to being told what to do by white people that when it's time to be told what to do by black people, we want to get rebellious. We don't like internal racial authority because we ain't used to it. The white man told us he's the only person we got to listen to. So when we're all around black folks, we want to act a fool. But we never act a fool around the Caucasian. I need you to recognize the self-hate within yourself and tear it out. Because if you don't kill the Caucasian in you, the Caucasian in you will kill the black liberation struggle. My brothers, your sisters are not your problem. My sisters, your brothers are not your problem. We got to stop this back and forth male and female nonsense. United we stand, divided we fall. God made the woman to need the man, and God made the man to need the woman. The masculine principle and the feminine principle in nature are equal. One is not better than the other. So we have to stop blaming each other for problems that racism gave to all of us. Young people, make sure you are honoring your ancestors daily. In our culture, I don't care if you're Zulu, I don't care if you're Xhosa, I don't care if you're Swazi, Khoi, I don't care if you're Igbo, Yoruba, I don't care if you're Maasai or Kikuyu. All African cultures believe in the presence of our living dead. And our ancestors are our angels. They are the protection that is around us. And if we do not call on them, we will not have their support. Have you noticed? In South Africa, the white man names everything after one of his ancestors. He makes statues to all of his ancestors. All over the world, the white man is honoring his white ancestors, asking them to help them keep you in bondage. Or are you asking your ancestors to help you liberate yourself from bondage? This war is as political as it is spiritual. And guess what? God, the Almighty, will not give us victory over white supremacy if all we want to do is imitate white supremacy. Let me explain something. We're not fighting for a free South Africa so you can wear Gucci and Louis. We're not fighting for a free South Africa We're not fighting for a free South Africa so you can drive Mercedes Benzes and Louis Vuittons. We're not trying to remove the white man from capitalism to put a Negro in his place. We want to destroy white supremacy and its economic system of capitalism. One of the biggest contradictions in the global African freedom struggle, I see it everywhere I go. We act just like the people we're trying to get rid of. Black men are treating black women the same way white men treat white women. Black people are worshiping materialism the way white people do. Black people are tearing each other down, killing each other the same way white people do. Do you really think God, Almighty Supreme Consciousness, the Most High, by whatever name you call, because no name is sufficient, because God is beyond description. But understand, do you really think God is going to help us beat the white man just so we can replace him? The universe don't need another group of parasites, because that's what the Caucasian is. He's a parasite. And let me say this, South Africa. Let me say this. And I get in trouble for saying it, but it's true. Anybody in Africa, in any country, on any coast, in any province, if they are not a black African, they are not an African. They are a visitor, an invader, an opportunist, or a colonizer. I know the South African Constitution says South Africa belongs to everybody who lives in it. Why doesn't the Constitution of Israel say that? Why doesn't the Constitution of the United States say that? Why doesn't the Constitution of France or Belgium or the UK says that? I've never heard of a crime in my life where you break into somebody else's home, steal their land and resources, and because you've been stealing for so long, they invite you to stay as a member of the family. And then a few weeks ago, I'm watching President Trump entertain President Ramaphosa in the White House. And Donald Trump is talking about land appropriation crimes. First of all, if you steal something from me and I come take it back, that's not land appropriation crime, that's land appropriation justice. But in that conversation, I was disappointed that President Ramaphosa did not take issue with Donald Trump's narrative. He did not provide any context. Did you not tell this man that y'all stole this land? Did you not tell this man that white people are not indigenous to South Africa? Did you not tell this land what we went through in apartheid? Did you not remind this man that South Africa was one of the last countries to get their freedom and independence? You're just going to sit there and let this white supremacist disrespect your nation and not say a word back to him. But that's okay. And I don't seek to demonize the president, but I hold him accountable like I do anybody else, and you have to do the same thing. Some of y'all might ask, Dr. Umar, why are you so concerned about South Africa? You 20 hours away in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What do y'all care in New York and Alabama? What do y'all care in Atlanta and Houston? What do y'all care in Detroit and Chicago? What do y'all care in Oakland and Cincinnati? I'll tell you why we care. Because central to Pan-Africanism, true revolutionary Pan-Africanism, is the principle that as the African continent goes, so goes all African people in the world, no matter where you live. If South Africa never gets free, Black America never gets free. If South Africa never gets free, Black Jamaica never gets free. If South Africa never gets free, Black Canada never gets free. If South Africa never gets free, Black Brazil will never get free. So I have as much interest in your freedom as you do, because as the mother goes, so goes all of her children. Marcus Garvey said, a strong man is strong everywhere. And that's true, because everywhere I go, Chinese are in power and they are respected. Wherever I go, Arabs have power and they are respected. Wherever I go, Jews and East Indians have power and they are respected. And everywhere I've been in the world, and I've been to every continent, Black people are disrespected and marginalized, even in Africa. So until we make up our minds that we're tired of being last, we will never be first. Because one thing is for certain, and two things are for true. God intended African people to rule this planet. You were never supposed to relinquish your divine control to the Caucasian. In this world, we'll never run right until Black people are back in charge. It don't make us better than nobody, but we have a natural, organic right to rule this earth. That's why we were the only people on it by ourselves for over 200,000 years. Do you realize if we never migrate out of Africa, you don't get Chinese? Do you realize if we never migrate out of Africa, you don't get Caucasians? Do you realize if we never leave Africa, you don't get East Indians? There would have been no other race if we never migrated out of the great continent. All these other races are our children, and no parent allows their children to run their house. It is our job to take back control of the house. Brothers and sisters, it is important that we find a way to deal with our conflicts in a healthy fashion. One of the weaknesses of African people is our inability to handle conflicts in a reasonable and respectable manner.